probably about a week since I've been monkeying around with these doors. I did get quite a start. Let me show you what I've done. Okay, so I've made these pieces. I made this, and I've got that in another video. And we used the shrink or stretcher on that. Just made a small piece, and I couldn't shrink or stretch this wide of a profile, so that's why I have this added piece on here. And then I got it tack welded. I'm going to do both doors at the same time. That way I can kind of use the same measurements. So my next step is I'm going to catch this up with the other door. I got to make this profile here. So I'll show you how I did it. So I cut an ample chunk of it out of this strip that I already cut, and there's enough here to make the other piece. So I had a little extra, which is good. First thing I'm going to do is make this bend. Then I'll bend this one over, and that'll make that shape. The brake, which really does come in quite handy on several occasions. Get it in there nice and squared up. Clamp it down. I'm holding the camera at the same time, but I can do it. Get a nice 90-degree. Open the brake back up. At least enough to slide that out. Now, when I slide this piece here, I'll be able to bend that over the tabletop, and that'll make that. That way, that's not my way when I have to do some hammer blows. All right. Gotta hold that down. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. That's a little... It's a little rounded more than I wanted it to be. That's better. That's what I want. Pretty much it, I think. I got I've got the face flipped on the camera, and it's making me move the wrong direction. It's like working in a mirror. But anyway, that's what we got. I'm pretty sure this distance is the same on both sides of where I'm going to do this. But I'm going to really line it up really close and then mark it with a pen right where to make the bend, because I don't want to wind up screwing it up. So I got this profile pretty good. Now I'm going to set it here. So I get the same profile. That's that there. That's that there. So if I bend that, and the brake, that should work out good. So I got to bend this way now. So it's a little goofy because I already have this one bend. I think we'll be all right though. That clamp. Luckily it's a pretty thin strip of steel. You know, it's just a thin strip, so that looks pretty good, I think. Seems to have a little bit more of a gentle radius on that bend than I expected, so I might have to hammer it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So everything's on top now, but when I cut this material away, it's going to drop down in, and it should line up just about perfect. This is going to wind up being a little shorter because I have to come down to here. Well, up here it's a little different because of the different shape of the door, but that's okay. Well, I think we'll be able to survive that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This is rounded here, so I'm going to have to make a little snip there and bend that over, try to get that a little bit rounded for when I weld it. But before I do that, I think what I'll do is get set to make this other bend. I don't like the way that's marking it. I'm going to use a carpenter's pencil if I could find one. Well, you know, I found it right where I left it. Sitting right over there on the table. Yeah, let's see if I can get a closer line with this. So that's the profile I'm going to want right there. See how close my pencil mark comes. Oh, right to it. Yep, right to it. So, back to the break. Just makes it. Actually, it's just a hair short. Might have to do it the old-fashioned way over the table edge. No, maybe I can cheat it this way. Well, that seems to be working. Clamped. Yep, that's clamped. Make sure that side's clamped. Well, that's not too bad. Well, looks pretty good. Albert bent it again, but we'll see how the profile looks. You can see how it's a little bit, like, got a little bit of zigzag to it. It kind of is not like straight metal anymore. Every time you make a bend, you change directions. If you're not perfectly right, you're going to come out goofy. That looks terrible. I think once I'll bend that back, I'll be okay though. So this has to go this way, and that has to go that way. This has to go this way a little more. Might have to do it over the tabletop. That don't look too bad. This angle here really kind of goofs me up. I hope I didn't screw up to the point where I'm going to have to do something different. Well, let's see what happens. So I got this piece made. I kind of wasted a lot here. That's going to wind up getting cut off, which I can do in the shear pretty easy. Kind of screwed this piece up. I wanted to make it a little rounder, but I put it in the brake twice and pounded it out a little bit, and I kind of goofed it. So I have to do a little hammer work with it on the table. I think that's a little better. There we go. Yeah, I think I got that a lot better now. Yeah. Pretty decent. Okay, so I'm putting this on here. My angle looks crappy. If I lay it flat here, to follow the contour of the angle of this door, it runs off. I'll exaggerate so you can see it on film. It's like it's going up here, which I don't want. So if I'm flat here, I'm going up here. If I'm good here, then the bottom part is that way, about 1/4 inch. So I'm going to take the hammer, I'm going to pound this right back out and redo the whole bend. Now it's getting funnier yet, because I bent it the wrong direction. I made it even worse. So now I got a giant gap here. So I got to pound it back flat again. Try it again. All right, so I pounded this piece out again. This time I flipped it, so the piece I pounded out and bent 6 times now is going to be on the other end where it's going to get more than likely cut off. But it looks like I got a pretty decent bend on this. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah. Much better. That's in tighter. It actually fits. I still have this bottom corner here that's got to get rounded, so I'll have to snip it and then cut a little V out, pound it around, and make it so it's got a little round to it. Well, it looks like I'm about ready to stitch this one together just enough to tack it like I did the other side. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to scribe that first and trim it, and then I'll tack it. This is a 16 gauge. It's a little stiff. And a little trim there too. I gotta double check something real quick. get to the end there, I'll just bend it off. Pop it off with the pliers. Oh, but I didn't cut it at the wrong angle. It looks about right. I see what's screwing me up. Gotta get bent that way. Oh man! Piece of junk. Looks like my tripod just broke. Well, it is the cheapest tripod in the world. Guess I'll have to go get the better one I had. This will be going right in the garbage, I guess. Bummer. New tripod! Look what I got. Wow. And everything's got to be more level now because I got a bubble level. That's pretty nifty. It's got all the toys. I even got the cranky gizmo. Lift it up with. It's even aluminum instead of plastic like the last one. So, pretty neat. I guess I could snap this on here and see how this one works. Yeah, a lot better. And this moves a lot easier. That's what happened to the other one. It was broke. I broke it because it was so stiff and hard to move. But my camera is so light. It's a Canon VIXIA HFR 800. Yeah, works pretty good as far as I know. So, back on to metalworking. Got that piece. Wow, yeah, I can aim this a lot easier. Perfect. Well, I'm going to be able to get it, or what I'm going to have to do. Doesn't seem like I got the right angle. Well, let's see what happens if I clamp it in position. Oh, that's pretty good. It's nice I got some old, the old material isn't very good, but at least it's something to hook to, you know? And it's kind of forcing that in place. I don't think it looks too bad right now. That should go down under there. Yeah. This fitting up stuff, it takes time. You know, it just doesn't happen automatically. It takes a lot of time. So I got a little bit of a crooked cut here. See if you can see it. A little crooked. I'm going to try to straighten that out. Just with the grinder. Okay, I had to give it a trim. I had it so right on that bottom spot right there, it was sticking back like that. So I trimmed the whole thing, and now I think I got it to where, yeah, that's a much nicer fit up. So that'll go like that. I think I can tack this in place. Minor distraction out the back of the barn. Deer. Look at them all. Pretty cool. I love living out here. Ooh, zooming right in. That's as far as I can zoom in. And that's probably, oh, it's 300 yards probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, pretty cool. Well, I got a little more done on this thing. I got that one side fitted up and tacked in, and now I cut this. Try to do it as surgically as I could. Follow that one line, and I'm going to take this off. I'm going to leave this bottom part just so when I put the new piece on, I know what to go to. Because this is the edge. There's not a whole lot of it left, but there's enough here to where I can get an idea, and then I'll have to project this corner. I got this piece fitted. I don't have it perfect. Let me get it this way. But it's pretty darn close. It's not perfect. I kind of goofed here when I cut, so I got a little bit of a gap there, but I can weld that shut, I'm pretty sure. This lip right here comes out nice. This one's out a little bit, but by the time I weld it and grind it, and there's gonna be a little putty, it's gonna be good. Hey guys, getting pretty late, so I'm gonna be calling it a day. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, that'd be great. I'm trying to build up a little channel. So, see you next time. Thanks again.